US President Donald Trump's first 100 days in office have spooked financial markets, to say the least. They've tested legal bounds and also turned the federal government upside down, denting his poll numbers in the process. On the 29th of April, during a rally in Michigan, Trump claimed it's all going according to plan. His second administration has opened with a furious blitz of consecutive policy focused around deportations, deep cuts to federal agencies, and even tariffs. Meanwhile, polls show most Americans think he has gone too far on all of these issues. A New York Times Sienna College Research Institute survey released on the 25th of April found majorities of those surveyed disapprove of Trump's handling of the economy, immigration, the federal bureaucracy, and overall job performance. Meanwhile, take a look at this very special report we have curated for you.
April 2nd, 2025 will forever be remembered as the day American industry was reborn, the day America's destiny was reclaimed, and the day that we began to make America wealthy again. In a few moments, I will sign a historic executive order instituting reciprocal tariffs on countries throughout the world.
100 days and the trade winds have shifted into a perfect storm. With a pen and a punchline, President Donald Trump has turned the rule book inside out. From the checkout counter to Wall Street, the world is feeling the whiplash. Tariffs slapped, paused, and slapped again, then threatened to be lifted, have kept global markets dancing on eggshells. The result? Billionaires bleeding millions, consumer sentiment nosediving to its lowest in years, and the IMF, well, trimming global growth projections. Corporate America is hedging its bets, guidance slashed, investment shelved, and the global supply chain jammed in reverse. On China, it's a ping-pong match of talks and denials. Trump says one thing, Beijing says another, and the world holds its breath. Deals with India, Japan, and Korea still in the talking shop, and geopolitical dreams from buying Greenland to annexing Canada are stirring more anxiety than applause. Trump 2.0 may care about markets, but the presidency is writing a different manual. Less about trade and more about terrain. The train is moving fast, and the question is, who's driving and where's it going? Arjun Samar Mahendran for NDTV World. Two powerful decision-making committees of the government met today to discuss India's response to Pakistan's state-sponsored terrorism. This after terrorists killed at least 26 tourists in Jammu and Kashmir's Pahalgam. Tension is rising between the two neighbors. PM Narendra Modi, meanwhile, is holding a crucial meeting of the Cabinet Committee on Political Affairs, or the CCPA. It's the most important committee for perspective of the cabinet that has also been dubbed the Super Cabinet. It comes right after a meeting of the Cabinet Committee of Security, or the CCS, after the first round of the CCS meeting. In fact, the government had announced a series or a slew of non-military measures against Pakistan. Now, these included the freeze on the Indus Water Treaty, shutting of the Atari-Wagah border, and cancellation of visas granted to Pak nationals under the SARC scheme. This was seen as a massive diplomatic offensive against Pakistan for the terrorism it sponsors and aids in Jammu and Kashmir. Meanwhile, Home Minister Amit Shah, External Affairs Ministers Dr. S. Jaishankar and Defence Minister Rajnath Singh also had a meeting with PM after the cabinet meeting. Meanwhile, there's a cabinet briefing scheduled for 3 p.m. this afternoon as well. To get us more on this, I have my colleague Sunil Prabhu joining me from the national capital. Sunil, a slew of meetings. What's the latest you're picking up? And moreover, what can we expect at this cabinet briefing at 3 p.m.?
Well, that cabinet meeting has been postponed now to 4 p.m. and it's a crucial cabinet briefing because it comes in the backdrop of the series of steps and measures that India has taken. This is the first cabinet meeting after the Pahalgam incident. You have seen already the Cabinet Committee on Security meeting immediately after the Pahalgam, and the Prime Minister cutting short his visit to Saudi Arabia. It's in that backdrop that a series of measures were taken including withdrawing diplomats, suspending the Indus Water Treaty, as well as a number of measures of sending back all Pak nationals. So there's been a clear build-up. And yesterday you heard no less than the Prime Minister giving complete freedom and operational control to the armed forces to take whatever step that is required in ensuring that those who are responsible for the terror attack in Pahalgam, that the armed forces give a befitting reply. The timing and the operational details have been left to them in complete thing. They will of course keep the political command, that is the Defence Minister as well as the National Security Advisor as well as the Prime Minister in know of when that thing will be happen. But definitely from the Indian standpoint, all efforts are being made diplomatically to try to isolate Pakistan. A dossier containing all the statements made by former Pak Prime Ministers and others.
Yes, all efforts, in fact, are being made from the Indian side, underlines my colleague Sunil Prabhu. Thank you so much for getting us the latest.